Man in the middle attack is nothing but it's a type of spoofing. Now let us understand what is happening in this diagram by understanding the concept spoofing. So what is spoofing? Spoofing occurs when a scammer poses as a trusted source to obtain access to your identity. Please listen very carefully. What it is? It occurs when a scammer poses as a trusted source to obtain access to your identity or your assets. Got my point? Is it what happening in this? The scammer or the attacker or the hacker, right? What he is doing? He is possessing as a trusted source to obtain the identity, and he can also be called a spoofer or a hacker. So spoofer performs various type of spoofing attack so that they can steal personal information, they can steal money, or simply they can infect your device with malware. Okay, so they can use any form of online communication. So what is the basic motive? The basic motive is to try to steal your personal information. Got my point? Now, am I making sense to you? So if I go as per the definition, spoofing definition says when a scammer disguises themselves as a trusted source to trick users into sharing private data. Is that what happening over here? So your hacker is tricking the user to share the private data. That was what happening in man in the middle attack, right? Tricking to share the private data. That is what is known as spoofing. That is what is known as spoofing. Now, this type of scam happens through websites, it can happen through emails, it can happen through phone calls, it can happen through text messages, it can happen through servers or through the IP address. So, what generally the scammers do, they make a slight change in the trusted URL or the email address to fool user with a simple glance. To fool the user with a simple glance. Just see in the chat window. I will type something. See, at a first, what when you look at the first glance, what comes in your mind? Which website is this? When I'm clicking on, see, at first glance, what is coming in your mind? Okay, there is only a spelling mistake, and we at the end of the day are human. So every possibility that I can make a typo error. Are there chances that you as a user make a typo error? Right? You can make a typo error. So when you do a typo error, it navigates you through up to a page that looks like an original page, okay, but it's not an original one. And when you share your data, you might have seen messages, you might have seen emails coming on in your inboxes, in your application software, giving you mouth watering offers. Click on this link, play this game, you will win iPhone 15, you will win a house here, and all those, like. So avoid those type of emails. And the most important thing is, these days your system software, your browser themselves take care of this. They give you an alert that this may contain some malicious content. Still, if you find that this is important for you, go on. Right? So if you find something fishy, please do not go on clicking it. Okay, is it clear? Now, how spoofing work? The origin of spoofing, okay, it is in late 1800s, it refers to any act of trickery or deception. So in modern times, that the word trickery or deception, the name is given as spoofing, that refers to a type of cybercrime that involves scammers to disguising their identity to trick the unsuspected individuals. Okay, so how can you stop such emails? So see, when I will in the future session, I will teach you how to uh, handle your cookies and how to secure your browsers. Okay, so wherein I will show you practically how can you avoid such emails. It's totally up to you. You have to go into the setting of the browser, you have to go in the setting of the search engine, and you have to take precautionary. No doubt browsers are taking some standardized precaution, right? But what we do is whenever we download any application software, without even realizing what this software can harm to us, we keep on clicking on allow, allow, allow. We allow the application to get access to the contact. We allow the application to get access to the gallery. We allow application to get access to your location. Have you ever seen such type of pop-up coming when you're downloading any application? Right? So how trustworthy is that application for you? How trustworthy is that application that you can share your gallery, you're sharing your contacts, you are sharing your location, right? So before allowing them, do a good research about them. Go into the setting of that application, right? Go into the what are the gain of scammers. The gain of the scammers, see, they're now these scammers are nothing but they are hackers. They are hackers. So here we have white hat, black hat, gray hat. White hat hackers are those hackers, they are ethical hackers. That means they do this for it, they do this scamming activity ethically. For an example, say Frederick has developed purchased an application software for his organization, right? So the develop before implementing, before using that application software, it has to go through certain testing. Do you agree on this? Like how you develop a product for your company, before you put that product into the market, don't you test the product? We do test the product, right? So likewise, when we have an application software or any software, it has to go through a testing phase. And when this testing is done by the hacker, they are called white hat hackers. That means the intention is not to harm the system, but the intention is to find the loophole in the software and give the mitigation steps to the owner, fill up those loopholes. And when the hackers are doing this activity without the consent of the owner, and the intention is to cause harm or some financial benefit, then that they are called black hat hackers. And the combination of these two are white hat hackers. Am I making sense? So white hat are ethical hackers and gray hat are. Is your doubt clear, gentlemen? Okay. No, don't worry about this. The types of hackers I'm going to teach you in detail.